Assalamu alaikum, my beloved students, how are you all? Hope you all are fine by the kindness of Allah the Exalted. Alhamdulillah, I am also fine by the grace of Almighty Allah. Welcome to ANI EVS Home School. This is Wahid Noor, Assistant Teacher of Islamic Studies, National Ideal English Version School, Deshit. Today I am going to conduct the class of Islamic Studies for class 6. And today our topic is assignment discussion number 2. Today we will discuss about the assignment number 2 of religion, Islamic studies, and this is a lecture number 36. My beloved students, last one assignment you already submitted to your school. Today we will discuss the second assignment, which is the last assignment of Islamic studies. And today our topic will be from the administration system of Hazrat Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu. So you got only two questions regarding the biography, regarding the administration system of Hazrat Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu, which is chapter 5, lesson 3. So let's start. At first, students, you know the question. The question number 1 is, what can we learn from the Khilafat of Hazrat Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu in establishing justice and good governance in the society? So explain in the light of your textbook. So you will get this in your textbook, chapter 5, lesson 3. There is the discussion administration system, but I just shown you how you will write, what point you can be explained. So first question, how to write the answer of question number 1, that is everybody was equal to Umar Farooq radiallahu ta'ala anhu in the eye of the law, and he was very strict in establishing justice. Students, the question is what we are learning from the administration system of Hazrat Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu. So Hazrat Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu was very strict for applying the Islamic in the Islamic rules, and everywhere was follow his rules and regulations according to the Islamic Sharia. And you know, Hazrat Umar Farooq radiallahu ta'ala anhu was very strict by following his rules. And there is the example, that is, one day he was no hesitated for punishing his own son Abu Shahma for drinking wine. At that time, drinking wine was prohibited in Islamic rules. But his own son Abu Shahma drank the wine, that's why he given the punishment. So for every person, his rules was equal. He was not partiality, he didn't show the partiality for his relative, for his own persons. So you can explain these 2 points like this. And now point number 3, Hazrat Umar Farooq radiallahu ta'ala anhu was very soft and sympathetic about the suffering of people. Students, he was not only the strict for applying the rules and regulation, but he was the sympathetic for the peoples also. That's why sometimes he was observed at night by disguising, by covering his faces, and visit the people how was their condition. And when he got any information, the people are not his economical or his situation is not going on good, then he tried to help them. Now number 4 point, tremendous improvement was made in the agricultural sector. And number 5 is he introduced the Hijri year. Students, agricultural sector is very important for every country, and when Hazrat Umar Farooq radiallahu ta'ala anhu and his Islamic rules were Islamic ruler were included in the Syria, Persia, Palestine, Rome, Egypt, so he was tried to improve the agricultural sector. Because if there is no improvement in the agricultural sector, every person will not get the enough foods, and they have to carry the foods from outside of the country. That's why he emphasized the improvement of the agricultural sector. Now, number 6 point, he built innumerable mosques, schools, bridges, roads and hospitals, etc. Students, Hazrat Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu, he built many of the mosques, roads, repaired the roads, made the new roads and schools and canals, bridges, etc. Why he had made this? Only for the communication development, only for the social service. How the people of that areas they will get the enough communication, communication system. That's why he was very worried and he developed in these sectors. So we can learn from here. Those are the ruler in our country, they followed these sectors. Now last point, Hazrat Umar Farooq radiallahu ta'ala anhu used to take from the Baitul Mal exactly the amount of cloth as was allocated. It means Hazrat Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu taken the allowance from the government treasury, but he didn't take the extra money. What allowed only for him as the leader of the Muslim emperor, he has taken only that money, only that allowance. So those are in our country, those are the leaders, they can learn from here. They will take from the government whatever for them allocated. So my dear students, from question number 1 we can learn this type of points, this type of improvement system from the biography of Hazrat Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu. Now come to the second number question, that is Khalifa Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu, known for benevolence towards his subjects, was the epitome of a great ruler. Explain it. It means Hazrat Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu was the embodiment of the Muslim people. So you have to explain this. So I written there 5 points. That is, first one is, can add here few sentences about his identity. My beloved students, you can write few sentences from the identity of Hazrat Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu. That will be better. And now point number 2, he used to visit his locality at night to see the condition with his own eyes. Students, already I explained this point. Sometimes he disguise his faces and visit his own locality for seeing the condition of his people. And now point number 3, a servant up on the camel and take up the rope in his own hand and work. Students, one day Hazrat Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu and his one servant going to another places, and they deal with each other for few minutes. Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu will ride on the camel, and after few minutes the servant will ride up to camel. So like this it was changing, but when they were reached their fixed place, that was the time for riding the servant, and the servant was on the camel and Hazrat Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu taken hold the rope, and those were there, that peoples, those were there, they were thinking, who is up the camel? He is Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu. But when they clear about this incident, he thought it's it was very exceptional things for the people. It was the exceptional example, that is the Muslim ruler, he was walking, and who was the servant? He was up to the camel. Now point number 4, worldly greed and glamour did not touch him. He was the ruler of the half of the world. After that, no greed and no glamour touched him. Now last point, in spite of being the ruler of half of the world, he had no bodyguard and a seat of dead leaves was his throne. So it was the simplicity life of Hazrat Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu. He was the half of the world king. After that he had no bodyguard and his throne, his chair of the ruler was made by the palm tree. So it was the simplicity life of Hazrat Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu. So if you read chapter 5 lesson 3 again and again, then you can understand more clearly and you can write more. So that's all for today, my dear students. Keep practicing at home and you have to submit your this assignment 6, 12, 20. I mean next week Sunday. 6, 12, 20 Sunday, this is your submission date. So to abide by your parents and keep performing the 5 times prayer. See you next class inshallah. Till then, assalamu alaikum.